Hello, trespassers. Welcome back to my home and welcome back to my library. As always, I'm so happy that you've chosen to have story time with me again today, because today's story is a powerful story about how important it is to make sure that we have books and stories to share with those we love. Sit back, get comfortable. Today we're going to read BIBLIOBURRO, a true story from Colombia, written and illustrated by Jeanette Winter. Here's our title page. BIBLIOBURRO, a true story from Colombia, written and illustrated by Jeanette Winter. Deep in the jungles of Colombia, there lives a man who loves books. His name is Luis. As soon as he reads one book, he brings home another. Soon the house is filled with books. His wife, Diana, grumbles. "What are we going to do? Eat books with our rice?" Luis thinks long and hard. At last, an idea pops into his head. I can bring my books into the faraway hills to share with those who have none. One burro could carry books, and another burro could carry me and more books. Luis buys two sturdy little burros. He names them Alpha and Beta. He builds crates to hang on their backs and paints signs that say, "BIBLIOBURRO, the Burro Library." Then Diana fills the crates with books. Every week, Luis and Alpha and Beta set off across the countryside to faraway villages in the lonely hills. This week, they travel to El Tormento. When the sun burns high in the sky, Luis and the burros stop at a stream to drink the cool water. After they have their fill, Beto balks. Luis pulls and pulls on Beto's reins, but Beto won't budge. "The children are waiting for us." At last, the burro gives in and steps across the stream. Deep in the hills, the path is lonelier than ever. Bird songs are the only sounds they hear. Then, from deep in the shadows, a bandit leaps out. "Please, let us pass," Luis says. "The children are waiting." The bandit scowls at the books, but he takes one and growls. "Next time, I want silver." The BIBLIOBURRO continues on its way over the hills until at last Luis sees houses below. The children of El Tormento run to meet him. Luis insists on reading a story before they choose books to borrow. "Today I have a surprise for you," he says. He reaches behind the books and pulls out a bundle of masks. "Little piglets, put on a mask and I'll read you a tale about pigs." Here's the story that Luis is sharing with the children. Can you see what it is? I bet you can guess. He's reading the Three Little Pigs. When the story ends, it's time for everyone to choose a book. The children hold their books close as they say goodbye and walk home. Luis and Alpha and Beto head back, over and around the hills, across the grasslands and streams, and into the sunset. At home, Luis feeds his hungry burros, and Diana feeds her hungry husband. But then, instead of sleeping, Luis picks up his book and reads deep into the night. And far away in the hills, candles and lanterns burn as the children read borrowed books deep into their night too. That's not quite the end. Let me read to you a little bit about this story. People around here love stories, and I'm trying to keep that spirit alive in my own way, says Luis Soriano. BIBLIOBURRO is based on the true story of Luis Soriano, who lives in La Gloria, a remote town in northern Colombia. An avid reader, Luis understood the transformative power of reading because of his experiences as a school teacher. He wanted to share his collection of books with the children and adults in the isolated villages in the distant hills where books were scarce. Most houses had none. Luis and his two burros began bringing books to the villages in the year 2000. He started with a collection of 70 books, and that has now grown to over 4,800, mostly from donations. Now the BIBLIOBURRO travels to the hills every weekend. 300 people, more or less, look forward to borrowing the books Luis brings. A small corner of the world is enriched. And that's written by Jeanette Winter. The end. So, my friends, this story, BIBLIOBURRO, is very special to me and to all of you who know the power of reading and really wonderful stories. And until we read again, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.